Hi, a very good afternoon, ASEAN. This is a live broadcast from Mid-Valley, KL, Malaysia. Well, we are having this event that we call Shock Service, organized by Shock Service actually, and also the theme of the event, they call it the Beautiful Ocean.
It is in collaboration with Mid-Valley and we're in South Core, broadcasting live.
Yes, this is a live show, yeah. So actually now we are having one of our special guests here today. We have Dato Hisham bin Othman, the director of Lotus Cars Malaysia. We're proud to have Dato here to share with us.
Hello, Dato.
Hi.
Nice to have you here.
It's my pleasure.
I saw the very beautiful car just now. It looks like a very special car. It's like all hand drawn with shark theme all over the car.
Yes, indeed.
Can you tell us a little about how that come about?
Yeah. Well, first off, actually, every Lotus car is special.
Yeah.
It is an
Good catchline.
enthusiast car. It is one of the best handling cars in the world. Excellent to drive. Now, the particular unit that we have here in Mid-Valley, KL, Malaysia, is specifically made for this event, or rather specifically painted or the livery done specifically for this Finish with Fins.
Only one in the world.
Yes, absolutely. So we're very happy to be part of this cause. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah.
Right. So Dato, maybe you could share with us why the Lotus car decided to join this cause.
Yeah. Okay. Lotus actually is owned by and driven by enthusiasts, people with passion. People who buy Lotus cars are a specific breed of drivers, people who are proud of having an excellent supercar with fantastic handling. They are all very enthusiastic, passionate people. These are traits that actually brought us here. We are also passionate, but this time about the environment, about the sea. So it is not just about making cars, machines, automotives, but we are also particular as part of our corporate social responsibility about the environment. So we are happy to be here, to be part of this bigger cause to save our seas, save our sharks. Yeah.
That was a lot of passion exuding from your speech there. So I'm curious, of all things, why did Lotus came out with the idea of dedicating a silver sports car to Shark Savers Malaysia?
Yeah, well, that particular car is the fantastic Lotus Evora, which is our flagship model. Excellent supercar. Now you will notice that we've got it in chrome. So that's a very unusual color, if you like.
Yeah.
And it looks very sharkish, if there is such a word.
Sharkish.
Is it based on the shark's design?
Yeah, that's also why we chose the Evora, because if you look at the side profile as well as the front, it is very sharp, menacing, and looks very powerful. In the chrome color, it looks even more like sharks. So it's
actually,
fantastic.
sharks is a king of the sea or the ocean, right?
Yeah.
So means that Lotus tends to be the king of the
yes, exactly.
vehicle industry.
Yes, shark is of course the top in the food chain,
Yes.
and that is where we picture ourselves as well. It is king of the road as far as handling and drivability. And brand premium is concerned, just like the shark is king of the seas, if you like. Yes.
Yeah,
Right. So what does Lotus plan to do with this sharkish silver king of the car?
Good question. So we are here not just to pay lip service, actually. We are here to auction off the car.
Oh.
Yes. So what we've decided to do as part of our corporate responsibility, like I said, is to actually try to contribute, not just by being present and not just by lending our name to the cause, but also in a financial sense. Because what will happen is that we're going to auction off this car and anything above our reserve price, basically you can keep.
Right. So is anyone free to come to auction to bid on the cost?
Yes. Of course, through this, I think 4 days, the auction will be done properly, professionally, and anything above the reserve price will go towards the cost.
They were pretty great about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you mind to enlighten the listeners what's the reserve price?
Yes. Well, the actual car, like I said, this is an Evora manual 3.5 liter car. In terms of power to weight ratio, almost 1:1. It's got 300 horsepower, but it is lightweight, so it is a very powerful car in terms of acceleration. Now this car actually costs very close to $500,000 ringgit Malaysian, actually 491,000 ringgit. But what we've decided to do is that we're going to auction it for a reserve price of 395,000 ringgit only, and anything above that, so if a person actually auctions and buys a car for anything above 395,000 ringgit, the surplus would actually go towards this particular charity and towards this particular cause.
Is it only valid in Malaysia, or probably we can find this in any other ASEAN countries?
Yeah, well, it will be for Malaysians only. Unless of course somebody can come in and actually bid here.
So you heard it right. We have a car, a king of the car, a Sharky's car.
Kings of automobile.
Right, for auction in Mid Valley. So do come if you want to win the Lotus car and support a good cause at the same time. Yeah.
Yes. Is there any questions or you want to know from Dato' Hisham? Any last word you want to say to our audience?
Yes, Lotus, we are present in Malaysia as we are present basically globally. Lotus is a global brand. Of course, originates from Lotus UK, our principal. We are in many developed countries in the world. We have a brand new showroom now in Damansara / Penchala. I would actually encourage everyone to actually go there, have a visit, and have a drive, the drive of your life in a Lotus car. We are here to stay, and we are very happy once again to be part of this cause.
Alright, I think that's very thanks to Dato' Hisham for making your time to join us at the DurianASEAN. And of course, like what Dato' Hisham said just now, if you'd like to know about this car, about the Lotus, our latest car that come in the shape of looks like a shark, right, design, and you also want to having the auctions. So you better come to the Mid Valley now, since that we're having a live show. So hope to see you all in a short while. All right, thanks to Dato' Hisham.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll be back after the break.
Voice of sharing, DurianASEAN.
Hello, welcome back to DurianASEAN. Today we have a special edition at Shark Savers Malaysia, an event at Mid Valley.
KL.
And with us now is Dato' Simon Fong, which is the Managing Director and CEO of Aquaria KLCC. Hi, Dato'.
Hi, DurianFM.com. Yeah,
I'm glad.
Actually, DurianFM is our Chinese sister radio station.
Okay.
So this is DurianASEAN.
Okay, I'm in the ASEAN group now, alright?
Yes,
so,
ASEAN.
alright.
So we have our listeners from all around the ASEAN.
Okay.
So just greet to all the ASEANs.
Alright.
Hello, ASEAN.
Yeah.
All right, Dato' Simon Fong, what is it that you are supporting this cause?
Well, Aquaria, I'm not very sure whether you know what Aquaria is all about. Aquaria is actually an international aquarium that is actually in the city center itself. We have 60,000 square feet of place where we actually exhibit over 300 species of fishes and 5,000 fishes itself.
Wow.
So of course, for us, it is very
Only
important.
natural.
Yeah, it's only natural, and it's very important for us to be able to do conservation itself for the sharks.
I think it's become one of the local attractions to the tourists whenever they come to Malaysia and to visit KLCC, isn't it?
Yes, anyone who comes around to Malaysia, 70% of them actually go to go to KLCC the Twin Tower itself. So many people will then be able to come around to Aquaria KLCC to actually enjoy what we have. We actually do edutainment. We want to educate the people, especially the young, to be able to see how beautiful the sea is, how beautiful under the water is, so that we can actually teach them conservation itself. Teach them young, so that they can do the action now and save the ocean for the future generations itself.
Yes, that's one of very good effort that done by the Aquaria. But maybe Mr. Simon can share with us, or maybe share with the listeners, because all of us, or maybe most of us, will have a fear towards sharks. But you are having an Aquaria that, like you have sharks in it, right? So shark actually is that fierce animal, and they can really
Sharks are very safe. So one of the ways to actually take your fear away from shark is to come to Aquaria KLCC, do dive with sharks. So you can actually dive with the sharks down there.
dive with sharks?
Yes, come and dive with the sharks, and then you can see how gentle the sharks are.
Oh, it's available every day.
Yes, available every day, but you must book in advance because we only allow 8 people a day to come in.
Right. How many sharks are there in
There
KL?
are over 20 sharks.
Oh gosh.
But our biggest sharks are the sand tigers. They are over 12 feet big.
Okay. No great white sharks, the ones that
Okay,
will
white shark.
eat you up.
No. But I think it's very good, for people to see the sharks so that we can explain to them how safe it is and how tender and gentle the sharks are. Imagine people actually go around finning them so cruelly. They actually just take off their fin because the fin is expensive, and they throw a live shark back into the sea, and then they will die. And who will actually get these people to start finning the shark? Us, because all of us love shark's fin. So therefore, for us, we have to pledge no to shark's fin. So then if there's no demand for shark's fin, there will be much less finning of the sharks.
So Aquaria KLCC has signed a corporate pledge as well.
We have what we call our campaign, which is Save the Fin. And this Save the Fin will go together now with Shark Savers Malaysia, so that we can actually get more awareness from the public to support this campaign itself.
Right. So you guys have even piloted a program way ahead before
yes,
this.
we did. Yeah, we did.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So what are some future collaborations with Aquaria KLCC and Shark Savers Malaysia?
Shark Savers now is collecting what we call pledges. So we at Aquaria have already collected 60,000 pledges itself. So what we want to do is to have one big collaboration in Aquaria where we are able to get all the collaboration of the pledges together, and then go down to Pulau Paya, so that we can actually get all this basically pledges, so that we can give it to the ministry, the fishery department, so that we can actually act on our Save the Shark campaign.
So it's like a lobbying effort as well.
It is like a lobbying effort, because you must remember that Sabah was the first state in Malaysia to actually ban shark fishing in their waters. So now we would like to be able to work together with the fishery department, where we would like to see if we can actually ban shark fishing in Malaysian waters itself. But I must say there is a lot of work still to be done, because not all sharks are endangered. So we must actually do a lot of work before we can do this.
Right. So how can the public join you in your efforts as well?
Join us first by actually pledging. I think that pledging is very important. Then by actually writing into our Aquaria Facebook, and also to Shark Savers Malaysia Facebook, to actually show their support.
Right. Any last message to all our listeners?
I think you should come around to Aquaria, come around to Mid Valley itself, and see how beautiful all this decoration is, and how much work they have actually put in to actually try to get awareness from the public itself. So do come round.
All right. Yeah. Thank you to Datuk Simon. And of course, here is seriously we're having a very nice and attractive decorations here.
Yes.
So
Feels like the ocean.
Yeah, it just feels like I'm swimming, I'm diving.
Yes. Come here, see it, then come to Aquaria to see the real fishes. All right. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Simon Paul.
Thank you very much. So we're going to have a break, another break, and we will come back for another interview. So see you in a short while.
The voice of sharing.
Welcome back to DurianASEAN, broadcasting live from Meet Delhi Shark Savers event.
Yes.
And now we have a very special guest, Ms. Mastura Adnan, who is the head of corporate communications of Standard Chartered Bank, Malaysia. Ms. Mastura, hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So Ms. Mastura, I heard that you have stopped taking shark fins 15 years ago. Why? How did you
First of all, I need to know, previously you have tested the shark fins, I think 50 years ago, which means that it's quite a long history. Yes.
15.
50.
15.
Okay, 15. I thought 50 years ago. That's would be so amazing because it doesn't look like more than 50 years old. Okay, it looks so young. Right.
Thank you.
So 15 years ago. So I'm just wondering, how was the market there? I mean, like the consumption of shark fins. Is it very common when you go to any dinner? Would they serve the shark fins?
Yes. 15 years ago, shark fins was commonly served. In any functions, especially when Chinese course is on the menu, and it was weird for someone to reject shark's fins 15 years ago. I remember I would nicely decline, or rather quietly decline, by asking the waiter or waitress to take away my bowl of shark fin soup so that my fellow table mates won't feel offended. But some of them would notice and ask, well, why are you not eating shark's fins? And this was actually more than 15 years ago. And I wouldn't want to say, I don't, because I think it's not right. It's against, animal abuse, things like that. And why I stopped, I will share with you later.
Okay.
But it was weird then. But lately, if you take shark fins, you are the weird one. I believe so, because I think most of the companies or my friends that I know, they have already begun to finish with fins. No more,
No more.
shark fins.
Why is it? Because of they're having some kind of feeling or towards the sharks, towards life, or probably it's not tasteful at all?
No, I think it's the awareness. It's so huge. They realize that they need to play a part in sustaining the shark's fins. They've got to protect sharks from being extinct, I believe. So I think it's a human conscious decision or conscience.
Is that really they know what's the importance of the sharks and the oceans? They're playing the role in the ecosystem. Those who really stop eating the shark fins. What do you think?
In my case, channels like National Geographic plays a big role in educating people in a way. Why I stopped was because 15, 16 years ago, my eldest son, he was barely 8 or 9. He was watching a lot of National Geographic channels, right? And suddenly he asked me, Mommy, do you take shark's fin soup? And I said, why? And he said, do you know that they kill the sharks to get the fins, and the sharks will be finless? How are they going to swim? In the end, they will just, lie in the ocean floor and die. And it hit me. Here, my 8-year-old son telling me that, I should be more sensitive towards all that. That comes first. Then the sustainability part comes later as corporate starts embracing those things. So my son actually took my hand. I didn't take him seriously until he took my hand and said, promise me you will not take shark's fins soup or any sharks related product anymore.
How old was your son?
My son was 8 or 9. He's 25 this year.
Damn, is 8 years old.
He was 18, yeah.
He was 18.
He was 8.
Oh, 8.
He was 8. He's 25 now.
Wow, that's so young. How come? Where's he got the information
National
about
Geographic.
National Geographic.
He saw sharks being killed for the fins and for things like that.
So he felt for that.
He was 8. I'm repeating this. He was 8.
That's really touching and amazing, yeah.
So we see that it's not just corporate pledge. This is like mommy's pledge.
Yes, yeah, it started with mommy's pledge. You're right. Yeah. And then CSR, sustainability becomes part of corporate DNA, right?
Yes.
So I think most companies have started huge on these pledges. Like my current company now, Standard Chartered, has a long time ago, maybe over 5-6 years, already have in-house policy. We don't have shark fin served in annual dinner or any dinners that we organize. And I think employees are given, educated via internet and things like that, and that extended to the families. We try and encourage people to when they have business meetings over lunch and dinner, to not have shark fins related menu or product or food.
But what is behind Standard Chartered's decision? Is there a special advocate for this?
Standard Chartered is a global company, and this is a global initiative. I mean, the ocean is ours, right? So I think we feel responsible to be part of the giving back to the society in a way, in educating them, and to ensure that our oceans are sustainable for the future, for our kids' future.
So what do you think, as a message to all other companies, corporations, or even individuals, what can they do to help the sharks?
Business partners, probably.
Yes, stop eating shark fins and any sharks-related products.
All right.
That's very straightforward and I think easy for everyone to understand.
And put it in your company's policy.
It is, yes.
So on Standard Chartered or your personal basis, is there any future collaboration plan?
I think as at today we are pledging with the Shark Savers Association, and I think we're looking forward to be involved if there is any other initiative that's organized for any shark savings campaigns.
That's really great to hear, and that was a great story.
Thank you.
Yeah, and again, this is a live show broadcast lively from Mid Valley, KL, Malaysia. So to all the ASEAN, if you're listening to this, and especially to those who just right around Mid Valley, you should just drop by and have a look on these amazing decorations about these beautiful oceans, and of course join us for more activities coming up. All right, so we're going to
Thank you again, Miss Masura.
Yep. Okay, we're back again after the break.
The voice of sharing. DurianASEAN.
Hello, welcome back to our live show at Mid Valley at Shark Savers events today. And now we are very happy to have Malaysian Nature Society, Mr. Andrew J. Sebastian, who is the head of communication with us today. Hi,
Yes.
Mr. Andrew.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, welcome to DurianASEAN.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, on the ASEAN platform now.
So could you tell us a little what Malaysian Nature Society does and what is your role in the Shark Savers campaign?
Well, the Malaysian Nature Society is the oldest environmental group and largest environmental group in Malaysia. Since 1940, we've been trying to promote the conservation and protection of our natural heritage. That includes everything, especially sharks. Yeah, so for this campaign, we've been collaborating with Shark Savers. Even we've also have projects with Mid Valley and many of the tenants here. And what we want to see is using all the support that we've received from the Beautiful Ocean campaign, Unfinished with Fins campaign, try to use all that support and try to approach and engage the government agencies to see whether we can make some policy change. The sharks in our waters, especially in Peninsula Malaysia, needs protection. And MNS, together with Shark Savers and all our partners here today, will also undertake a series of environmental education projects and programs, especially on marine park islands, and to try to reach out to local communities there to make them be aware that sharks needs our attention, they need to be saved, and so is the habitat and the oceans that surround them. Yes.
What is the state of sharks in Malaysia? Are they like close to extinct, or they're just doing okay?
Well, a lot of people are interested to know, and sharks basically are not doing well in our waters, and I believe it's the same everywhere. It's not just a Malaysian issue, it is actually a regional issue, it's a worldwide issue. We see dwindling shark populations in our waters, and the sad fact is we do not know enough data to try to see exactly how bad things are, but we know it's getting worse.
It's quite impossible to get the data about the sharks population, right?
Yes, it is, and we do hope that more and more people are enthusiastic about the subject about shark conservation, and other people will also join in and put in more effort to try to get us more information that we need.
Yes, along the journey that putting in the effort saving the sharks, what kind of the obstacle that the Malaysian Natural Society facing?
I think first and foremost, sharks have been given such a bad reputation in movies, Jaws and so on. Yeah. But the sad fact is more people die in car accidents and motorbike accidents and so on than even shark attack.
Yes.
In fact, it's proven fact that hippopotamus in Africa, it kills more people than sharks.
And even crocodiles.
And crocodiles, of course. Yeah. Yes. So I think sharks are poorly understood.
Right.
Yeah, so we need to know that they are there, they play a role in the ocean, they're the apex predator and the keystone species. If we lose sharks, we lose a lot more things in our oceans.
But for the benefit of our listeners, maybe you could enlighten us on why is it important to save sharks?
Well, basically, sharks play an important role, just like elephants and hornbills play an important role in our rainforests. The shark also plays an important role. They keep numbers of certain species down. They control certain organisms, the food chain.
Because they are the predator.
They're the predators, yeah. So they feed on the chain of food chain that keeps everything in balance. Without sharks to police that balance, you will see an influx of many other things like rays and so on. Yeah. And when you see more rays, you'll see more infestation of other animals. And everything is like a domino effect. Yeah. When we lose sharks, basically the whole ecosystem, basically in our marine ecosystem, gets threatened as well.
Right. So it might eventually cause extinction of all the species.
Yes, extinction and some species, like for example jellyfish, there'll be more and more in numbers. There'll be more rays in the water. They'll eat more things, more different fishes in the sea. And it's crucial that we get together. The science is already clear. We need to live, or we need to nurture our oceans. There's a delicate ecosystem there. It's a delicate food chain. We shouldn't do anything to jeopardize that, because that will also jeopardize the food source that we have from the oceans.
Yes. If let's say, for example, the humans stop killing the sharks, but will the shark be threatened by the environment, just for example, pollutions and the other factors as well?
Yes, exactly. Well, the sharks, as we know today, they're more than just a big fish swimming in the ocean and eating other fish and so on. Yeah, they are crucial to ecosystems. In fact, there are less and less sharks now in the waters of our East Coast island. There seem to be more and more pollution going on.
Yes.
And if we do not protect the sharks, means we are also turning a blind eye to other sources of pollution and so on in our waters.
Alright.
Mr. Andrew, do you have any last message to all our listeners, and also how people could join and support the cause with you guys?
Well, thank you. I think awareness is really low, especially in this region and basically even in Malaysia. Yeah. So as Malaysians, as Asians, we need to understand things around us. We shouldn't take nature for granted. We need to actually educate ourselves, be more aware that there's a big picture here that we are actually a small part in, yet we have the biggest influence. Yeah, so for all our listeners, I think it's time we get ourselves educated about nature appreciation in the bigger sense. And if you love the ocean and you love swimming and you love seeing your kids swimming or your friends and enjoying the beach and so on, you have to understand what's happening. You have to understand that you must be part of the solution.
And not the problem.
And not the problem, yes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That was a great one, Mr. Andrew. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me here. Thank you. And everybody, yes, finish with fins, yes?
Yeah,
with
finish the
fins.
scene. And if
Take a
you want to
pledge
join
today.
us, right at the Mid Valley here, don't forget you can just drop by at the South Court. We're having beautiful oceans where you can get lots of information about how you can finish with fin, and of course how cute the shark is. You can come here to hug the shark.
Hug the
that's
shark.
incredible. Yes.
Wow, isn't that something?
Yeah. All right. So we come back after the break.
The voice of sharing. DurianASEAN.
We are at South Coast covering a special event, Shark Savers Malaysia, and we are very happy to be in the presence of the Boulevard General Manager, the Boulevard Mid Valley. So Mr. B.E. Lim, hi.
Hello, hi, how are you?
Nice to have you on board today.
Thank you very much, likewise.
So we've seen that just now we have gone through the pledging ceremony, right? So how the Boulevard working together to make these events happen, or how it work closely with the Shark Service?
Well, we were approached by Shark Savers Malaysia to gather any support we can to help them launch this campaign here in Mid Valley. So we went ahead to offer them the accommodation throughout the campaign period, and they stayed with us, the entire Shark Savers team, and volunteers from Hong Kong, Singapore, around from the ASEAN region.
So for this event, are you guys the sponsor?
Yes, we in terms of sponsoring the accommodations, yes, we enable them to stay here without any additional cost, because they are all volunteers, and any expense for this campaign usually comes out from their own pockets, so they need a lot of help.
Right, so but what makes you do this?
Well, for starters, as a hotel here, we have our own policy. We haven't been serving shark's fin all this while, and therefore I think it fits the purpose, and I think contribution to Shark Savers Malaysia will help let customers or the market know education awareness that we also support this cause.
Is it the first time the Boulevard having this type of program or the event with the NGO?
Yes, this is our first time on this scale, and it's because it's related hotels, banquet related food and beverage items, so we don't serve shark fin, so we support that cause.
I see. So I'm just wondering, because normally the hotel you start having the restaurant, right? So now we're coming to a little bit sensitive questions here. Will the hotel support in this kind of the finish with fins event? Which means, in other words, if someone that want to do a dinner, have a dinner in the restaurant, so will the hotel still serve shark fins?
Rightly said, that's a good question, because I think this is foremost on everybody's mind. This is, what do you do as a industry player to help the cause? I think in our position we try and influence the customer's choices. It's of course a matter of personal choice, but being an industry player, I feel it's our responsibility when we support this cause to educate customers that there is always another alternative besides serving shark's fin in your banquets. So together with Shark Savers, we carry out this message throughout, try to influence the change.
What kind of alternatives can you offer?
There's so many alternatives, especially towards shark's fin soup. To replace, you can do a very nice
Crab stick?
not crab stick, because it's all about the glamour and all this. But what if you substitute with sea cucumber, abalone, all the high premium items as well? It's just equally as expensive as shark's fin.
I see. All right. So
what about the future collaboration plans? Are you planning to take it any steps further?
Well, yeah, we have many hotels within our group. Some do banquets, some don't. So whichever that we can help, maybe enlist their support to come in and say provide the alternatives. So we take the lead as a first hotel within our group, and I foresee as much more future collaboration with Shark Savers.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lim, for being with us today.
Most welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And again, we are broadcasting live from Mid Valley, KL, Malaysia. So those who are still somewhere around the Mid Valley, make sure they just drop by and have fun joining us for the Finish with Fin, which is we're having this beautiful oceans event. So there'll be more interviews or maybe more sharing coming up right after this.
The voice of sharing. DurianASEAN.
Alright, welcome back to DurianASEAN, and we are live broadcasting from Mid Valley, KL, Malaysia, where we're having this beautiful ocean Finish with Fin. And right here with us, we have the Branding and Communication Manager from FOS, Nicholas Law. Mr. Law, Nicholas.
Hi everyone.
Yes, we are talking to our ASEAN friends, our audience from ASEAN. Yeah, so just now, previously, I got to know that FOS is one of the store in the Mid Valley that making the pledge that Finish with Fin, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, we are wondering, when talking about the shark fins and FOS, after all, that is a fashion store, right?
It is.
So, we cannot have the connections in between both of these items. So why the FOS are willing to do the pledge that Finish with Fin? What's the market so attractive?
It's easy for us. Although there's no connection between shark fins with a fashion store like FOS, but the reason that we pledge to do this is because it's for a good cause. It doesn't have to have a connection. It doesn't have to have a relation. It doesn't have. It doesn't mean that just because we're in fashion we can't do a good thing. So eating shark fin soup, it's a cool thing. We just want to do something good. So it's a good thing. Yeah.
How do you come about the cause in the first place?
The cause? Mid Valley. The Mid Valley Mega Mall, the management approached I believe they approached all tenants in the mall to ask if they are interested in this cause. And yeah, that's how we came to know about it.
So in order for the FOS to work together, or maybe having this pledge to with the shark service, how the FOS try to promote the idea of Finish with Fin? Would it be like blend it or mix it together with the promotions in the store-wide, or some kind, or maybe you have the T-shirts that printed Finish with Fin?
Yes, we have plans to come up with T-shirts with a collection that say no to shark fin soup, and proceeds of this sale from this collection will go to shark savers.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. All right. So are you one of the divers as well?
No, I'm not. I would love to. Unfortunately, I've not got my diving license yet.
Okay, if there's a chance for you to hug a shark, will you do so?
Oh yeah, I would love to. I personally love sharks. I love sharks. I think they're beautiful creatures.
So you won't feel any fear when you dive into the shark?
Of course. The fear will always be there. But it's more out of respect than fear. I'm not going to swim with a shark, but maybe I don't mind being in a cage. And just to see a shark.
Actually, what we got from the aquarium is the Dr. Simon, right? We just interviewed him. So actually, according to his statement, shark is quite friendly. So you can actually dive or swim together with the sharks. They're having this kind of the activities program in the Aquaria KLCC. So maybe you can just give it a try.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah.
It's for 8 person only, and you have to book in advance. But of course, you're not talking about great white sharks.
Yeah, don't worry.
It varies. You don't have to be afraid of all the sharks. But then again, I'm curious. Why would you say that it's a beautiful creature?
Think about it. Sharks has been on Earth for billions of years. And I think they're beautiful. It's I don't know. They're like natural. They're a hunter, and it's streamlined. It's huge, and I don't know. I just love sharks. I love sharks, and the skin it's smooth. It's like it's slithering.
Have you touched it before?
No, I would love to.
Maybe you have a chance to try it in the future. Perhaps, yeah. All right. So today, we'd like to thank Nicholas from the FOS for having the interview session together with us. And again, don't forget, we are still having a live broadcast from Mid Valley here. So to those who still want to join us for the beautiful ocean, finish with theme, make sure that you just make a drop by here and meet up with, I think we have celebrities here. We have lots of the managers or those entrepreneurs joining us to make it a pledge together with the Shark Savers. So coming up, we have another interview later on. So don't go away. Just stay tuned with the DurianASEAN.
The voice of sharing.
Hello, welcome back to DurianASEAN. Now we have John Danny who is the Regional Director of Asia Pacific of Shark Savers with us. And John and his team has put together this amazing event.
Yes.
So we would like to say congratulations.
It's
Good job done.
awesome. It's awesome.
Thank you all for being here today.
Yeah. So actually today I will put you as a very important person today, our VIP, because you are the one that putting it all together and making it all happen, right? And to me, the first when I arrive here, it's quite amazing because I can see all the decorative items, the designs is really awesome.
Yeah, that makes you feel like you're in a beautiful ocean.
Yeah, but I can
literally.
see all the sharks is swimming just above me.
So you're not afraid.
No, not afraid of it, okay, because it's just a dummy, right?
I have to share something. I don't think it's fair for Shark Savers to take all the credit. This event went into the planning process about 6 weeks ago. And so the Mid Valley Mega Mall team, the few people that I have to mention here, so it's Cole, it's Jess, it's Stephanie, and it's Jesse also. And all these people, they work so hard to make this vision come true. So everything that we see here today started from an idea, and then it went into development. So what we have here today is that realization of a dream that we've had for a long time. So what's happening at Mid Valley Mega Mall today? This is the biggest launch that we have ever attempted all over the world, and we are in 7 other locations. This is the biggest by far.
I see. So actually, what's the attraction, or maybe how you persuade all these what you call the brand and from different parts of around the world that joining you to making the pledge? It's not easy.
I think the timing is right for a shark conservation campaign. What the success that we have right now, we cannot take all credit, and I think it comes from building something on the backs of previous campaigns. So a lot of other NGOs have been working for the past 5 to 10 years, and we're just lucky that we got the timing right. So I think what I wanted to do today with this campaign is to make sure that all the other NGOs are also recognized. So we have as our local partners, we have Malaysian Nature Society with us, we have WWF Malaysia, we also have World Vision, who provided us with a lot of volunteers, as well as a slew of other NGOs. So the thing is, I think what makes a campaign successful is that you need to localize it. It needs to feel that it is something for the Malaysians. People need to resonate with the messaging. So I think today we have achieved that. We had 57 companies taking a corporate pledge today, and this is unprecedented. We're so happy.
John, I'm interested in how you mentioned about it started with an idea. Like, tell us the story of that idea. How did that came about?
In a very unstructured way, I stumbled into shark conservation. So the story is back in 2010. I had gone diving in a few dive sites around the world, in Philippines and in Indonesia, and also in Malaysia. And what I found out was there were a lot of dive sites that were named after sharks. So it's a shark sanctuary, shark nursery, shark alley, shark cave, shark reef. But what was very disturbing is that you don't see many sharks in these locations. So when we talk to the local people, they explain, and say, it's because people are hunting shark fins. And so I got interested in this topic, and I wrote an email to Shark Savers at that time, and I said, do you guys have any activities in Southeast Asia? And they wrote back and they said, yes, we would love to be there, but we don't have anybody based in Hong Kong or Southeast Asia. So at that time I was in Hong Kong, and I went, I'm here, I volunteer. And so it started from there. the first thing I did with Shark Series was to run a booth at a dive show. And I remember thinking after that activity, I said, wow, that was amazing. I got to recruit volunteers. I got to decide what happens at the booth. I was very excited. And so, 3 years later, the campaign and every project that we have taken on has just grown bigger and bigger than the previous one. We have never done an event that was smaller than the previous one. This is by far the biggest we've done. The one that's coming up in Singapore in June is going to be bigger than this one. And then we're going to come back to Malaysia in November, and that one is going to be even bigger than the Singapore campaign. So we're going to get bigger constantly.
I see. Bigger and bigger.
Bigger and bigger.
You're going to change the world soon.
We're going to change the world. Yes.
Yeah. So now back to reality. Okay, I have a question. So I'm not sure how you're going to get that to happen. Yeah, because like we can see, you said we have more than 50 companies or the corporate that are making the pledge. Okay, now among these corporate, I don't see many of them are from the restaurant or maybe from the other that serving the shark fin soups, right? Okay, now my question is, how are we going to stop, or maybe how we can control? I'm not sure whether that's the right word for us to use control. It should using the other word. How are we going to make sure all these corporates that already made a pledge, they will just keep the promise and not eating the shark fins, or
Well, there are a few angles to answering this question.
Yes.
I think number one is that most of these companies, they approach us. So they want to do something good.
Yeah.
And so we're usually part of the CSR program of a large company. And number two, and this is what corporates share with me, and I suppose this is an open secret. I'm going to share with everybody here. So a lot of the company CEOs, they say, John, this is actually a really good thing for us. I said, why? The reason is because by pledging to go fin free, my company actually saves money. So all the internal banquets, I don't have to order this dish anymore, and I can tell all my business development people that when they go out, they cannot expense shark fin soup. So my company saves money in the long run. This is a very expensive item. So everybody wins in the end.
Okay, now I have another question come across my mind. Okay, since shark fins is in the trading industry, still in the industry, right? So now if everyone is not order shark fin soup, so in other words, there will be more stock cannot goes out, right?
Yes.
So if any of those restaurants, they're giving a promotion like a shark fins, if you consume it or you order it, we give you the promotions, then how are you going to stop that?
Okay, I think what we're trying to do with the campaign is steering people towards the idea of responsible consumerism. So it's beyond, not eating shark fin soup because it's expensive or that it's cheap. It's something that you choose not to eat for ethical and responsible reasons. So I think at the heart of the campaign, what we're trying to do here is beyond just shark fin soup. We want to get our audience to think about how they're consuming. So if they buy this idea of responsible consumerism, if they're willing to take a baby step for shark fin soup, we can use the same argument for elephant ivory, for rhino horns, for tiger penises, for endangered animal fur trade. All of these industries exist because people continue to pay money for it. So what we're trying to do is to get people to be conscious about their consumption decisions because it has an impact. I'll share something else with you guys.
Yes.
The world, Mother Earth, has 7.1 billion people now on Earth. Okay? And in this 7.1 billion people, 1 out of every 5 human beings is Chinese. If you think about it, we have immense consumption power. How we decide that we're going to like something or dislike something, it has global consequences. Think about it. China wants baby milk powder, and the world runs out of baby milk powder. They want industrial steel to build their buildings. The world's prices for steel goes up. Fiber optic cable, shark fin soup, these are all examples. So I think beyond and above just shark fin soup, we want to get people to think about how they consume it. The car that you drive, the temperature that you set on your air conditioner, all of these consumptive decisions, it has an impact. We're trying to elevate that awareness for everybody. And if 1 out of every 5 human beings on Earth can do something friendly that lowers their carbon footprint, the world is going to look different tomorrow. That is the crux.
Wow, that's really a big
a big effort to do so. But I think it's good to our environment, especially to our global. You think, global warming is one of the problems. The wildlife issues like shark, what do you call it, the killing of the sharks. So we should preserve all this for our next generations, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it reminds us to be mindful, to constantly be part of the solutions than problems. And it's also, you're talking about Mother Earth, it's a shared responsibility because we only have one.
Yes. I completely agree.
Any last messages for our listeners?
Let's see. There's so many wishes
things to say, right?
for people. But I think, I would like to challenge Malaysians to take a first step. Right? So shark fin soup, I think for a lot of Malaysian Chinese is a good baby step. This is not abstract. It's not like saving pandas or saving rhinoceros in Africa or starving children in South Africa. This is happening every night in KL at restaurants. Wedding banquets are having shark fin soup served every single night. So we can take local action. This is something that we can all relate to. Do something about it. Take your pledge today. Declare that you're finished with fins and make change happen.
Yes, so no buying, no killing, no demand, no supply.
Yes.
So this is, I think, John tried to say that. Okay?
Exactly.
So now we'd like to say express our heartiest gratitude to John for making this happen. Yeah, so thank you for this. And of course, to all our listeners out there. And again, this is our live broadcast from Mid-Valley. So thank you for tuning in to DurianASEAN. But coming up next, there will be more interview coming soon. All right, so we're going to take a break now.
The voice of sharing.
Alright, welcome back to DurianASEAN. We're still having our live broadcast from Mid-Valley, KL, Malaysia. And now we are having another guest on board in the house.
We'll see. The artist behind the cars that we introduced earlier today. You need to come to check it out. It's really beautifully drawn.
If you want to see, you want to know how awesome is the artwork or the final artwork here, you should just drop by to the Mid-Valley and have a look on it.
You must. Yeah.
Yes, and the hand and brand behind the artwork is sitting beside me now.
So Will is also from the creative team of One Academy.
Yeah, the One Academy.
So hi Will.
Okay, hi guys. Hi everyone.
Yes.
Will say that he's nervous because this is his
I'm
first
kind of
time.
nervous and I'm quite new to this.
It doesn't matter, just pick it as a casual conversation.
Okay, as you said,
right. So first of all, how do you come across this idea to making all this artwork happen and it looks so amazing?
Of course. First of all, they gave me a theme of beautiful ocean. So from there, I did some research and so on. And I can't share too much like how should I start it because they actually give me the theme. So I would like to share the progress and the final completion. What do I feel? Honestly, I feel that without the main role like sharks, I find that the ocean won't be complete. As they say, we save the sharks because it's to preserve the health of the ocean and to save ourselves as well. So if
So how it inspire you?
The creature itself, the life itself, the ocean itself.
Oh, just the ocean or including the sharks?
Including the sharks.
Have you ever hugged a shark before, or maybe you have a swim together with the shark?
No, I did not. But I had a shark here.
You have a shark here.
So how is all this artwork accomplished? Yeah, like tell us a little about the process of creating it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It just began when I draw from my mind.
Yes.
And I actually did study the ocean before I started drawing. So things like that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. To be honest, my very last time of diving is like 2 years or 3 years back.
You are divers?
Yeah. Before, no professional divers, but just diver. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, in Terengganu.
How long it took you to complete all this? Yeah, the design, the corrections, the ideas. How long it took you?
40 hours.
40.
I think they had a 100-hour challenge.
Yeah, they actually gave me 100 hours. Yeah, but I managed to finish it within 40 hours.
40 hours.
Yeah, 40 hours.
Did you sleep?
I did. That's why.
Alone?
Alone in drawing, but there's team like backing me out on the photography, videography, things like that.
Wow, you're incredible, man.
Thank you.
But
Yeah.
it must be a whole team of amazing volunteers who actually handcrafted all these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually free hand on it. I did not do any sketch or draft. Quite risky to the Lotus company. Yeah. So
What is the core, or maybe the most interesting or most attractive part that, or maybe I would say, which part is your preference? You like the shark itself?
yes, when I illustrated the shots, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I enjoyed to draw the details on it. Yeah. And there are always messages on the card itself. Like I'm finished. Yeah.
All right. So, okay, anything last message you want to share with our listeners about beautiful oceans, about the shark saving effort?
Yeah, let's finish. Like I'm finished with. Yeah.
All right, so thank you very much, our the friends from the One Academy, Wellesley, for sharing about his experience, how they create so amazing and fantastic design and decorative items for the Mid Valley beautiful oceans. So we'll come back for more later on.
Thank you.
And also remember, you can always auction for the car that will hand drawn.
All right, so we'll be back soon.
The voice of sharing. DurianASEAN.
Hello, welcome to DurianASEAN. We're broadcasting live from Mid Valley from the Shark Savers campaign. And we have a very special guest with us right now. She's Natasha Sieder. And she is a very special girl. I would say that, I was kind of shocked when I saw her name card because it's Racing Queen. I thought it was a really special profession, but I didn't know that, such individual exists in Malaysia. So Natasha, nice to have you here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, I think it's quite rare. It's quite rare in Malaysia to have a female that is a driver, especially in the F1 driver. Wow, that's amazing. Right?
It's definitely honored to be on this.
Yeah, I heard that you
show.
have at least 10 years experience. I mean, starting from start out at 11,
Correct.
in the age of 11. So now, all right, how do you feel about this event?
I think that, for the first time I came here and I thought it was amazing. The way that you guys, use cardboard and it's giving back to, nature.
Nature.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you like sharks?
Of course I do.
You like it? Have you ever hugged a shark before?
No, I don't think. Is that safe?
I don't know.
Are you a diver yourself?
Yes, I am.
So being close to a shark.
I have. I've seen one.
Wow. Where is it in Malaysia?
It was in off the coast of Tioman, actually.
Oh, you don't eat it, right?
No, say no to shark fin soup.
Say no to shark fins, all right?
Right. So maybe we could tell a story about how you got involved in the campaign.
Well, it was a funny thing, actually. We met with Wilsai. Basically, we took his idea that he had on his on the Lotus car, and we thought it was cool, to give back to
Society.
and actually create awareness and show them that we've got to stop killing sharks. It's affecting the whole ecosystem and everything, and
How do you link it together with the saving the sharks and then with the race?
well, what we wanted to do was create an awareness to more people. So by inviting and having the slogan of racing to save sharks, or collaboration to save the sharks through racing.
And especially in your event, there are a lot of people watching, yeah? And
Exactly.
so it's like you're achieving like two, what do you call that? One stones and then two, never mind. I forgot an idiom.
Yeah.
But that aside, so I heard that you have some plans this weekend.
Yeah, we're actually racing this weekend during the Formula One as a support event.
Wow. So, and just a little brief background on the car that Natasha has is actually drawn with sharks images from the same artist
From the One Academy.
Yes, exactly.
Who designed the Lotus car that we see today. And Natasha is driving one herself. Yeah.
It's basically what we're running as the Radical SR8, and what it says in the car is basically, say I'm finished with fins, say no to shark fin soup, and racing to save sharks.
Have you ever drove that car before to race?
Yeah, of course.
Is there anyone that ever asking what's that all about? Saving the sharks? Why we need to save the sharks?
I mean, this whole campaign is, it's one of a kind. Not many people really realize what's going on, and this is a good way to create awareness, educate people.
I see. All right.
So, Natasha, I'm personally curious, yeah? How do you get involved in racing yourself? Is this your full-time job?
It is. I've been racing for over 10 years. Yep. Basically what happened was, every Sunday you have family day.
Yeah.
So what my dad thought was, why not go racing?
Okay.
He himself is a racing driver, so he thought it was kind of cool.
So start out with a family gathering.
Correct.
Yeah, I see. Okay, that's pretty cool. But I'm just wondering, how many female drivers in Malaysia? I mean, female racers, F1 racers?
We're only a handful of us. Yeah.
I have a question. The race that you take part in, is it like only for females or is open?
Basically in Malaysia it's a mix.
Oh.
So they've got different categories with the spec of engine.
Okay.
But basically we're all mixed. Females, males.
I think Natasha is showing a good example of how people from different disciplines can help the causes as well.
Exactly.
I mean, I am myself an animal lover, and it's really sad to see, sharks being killed because of the fins. I mean, for me, I don't need shark fin soup. It's not, there's no nutrients that you can get out of it. So why do it?
Why consume it? Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What drives you in supporting this, even putting it up on your car?
Well, I am an animal lover, so it's been a dream to actually support a campaign that actually, throws it back out there for society to, understand and, try and help this cause. And I think that's really important, and it's like Earth Hour and Shark Savers. It's always good when you give back to nature and
So do you guys have any long-term plan of how you guys going to continue to pursue this?
For me as a racing driver is have the car out there, have the helmet, take pictures, and that is just to create awareness for the shark savers in the racing scene.
Yeah. So any last messages to all our listeners out there?
Yes. Well, first thing, if you guys want to hear more of, me, my racing this weekend, you can follow me on Instagram at Natasha Sita, or my Facebook, Natasha Sita as well.
Can have her cool car.
Yeah, you can actually check the picture out.
Yeah, and check it out there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's all today. So thanks Natasha for having the interview and sharing with us about.
And guys out there, everyone out there, say no to fins.
Yeah, stop. Yep.
Thank you, our racing queen of Malaysia.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you. So I think there'll be more to come. To those who are listening to DurianASEAN, especially to those who just on the round at the Mid Valley, KL, Malaysia. So please just drop by, okay? Move a step here to the south coast of Mid Valley. You're going to see we have lots of this attractive and really awesome amazing design here. So please come here to sign and pledge. Make a pledge here. No shark fins, okay? From this point onwards.
And we'll see you tomorrow morning on the ASEAN Breakfast Call.
All right, so that's all for today.
Thank you, Natasha.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.